Happy Monday. We got a big 14 game slate today. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back with another week of talking the best sport ever, baseball, baby. That's right. About a month and a half into the season, which is insane. Time is absolutely flying, and baseball betting after our huge run has humbled me yet again. But we'll go over that bets recap. It was just not a terrible weekend, but it wasn't good, that's for sure. So we'll bounce back. But anyways, quick reminder, NBA Best Bets video is out now. We're on an 18-7 run, and I gave out a few bets in that, and so go check that out. Now, quick heads up. It was Mother's Day. Me and Ryan were both super busy, trying to spoil our wives, obviously, and just busy in general. So I am only going to have one best bet in this video. I almost didn't do the video because it's just late and we didn't have much time, but I wanted to get all that research help out to you. So I figured giving you all that research help and hitter matchups and everything was better than not doing a video at all. So I will have one added or one bet in this video, but all the rest will be in the pinned comments as I lose my voice. It will be on X and it will be on Discord. Might even add one more late tonight after the video comes out. If not, it will be out in the morning. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But we got a 14 game slate. Let's get right into it. And that starts with the baseball fun fact of the day. Here we go. Maybe some of you guys already know this, but the 1866 Cincinnati Red Stockings. You guys remember them. They were founded in 1866. Obviously, I just said that. I don't know why I said it again. But they were the first baseball team to recruit and pay its players professionally. Absolutely wild. If you don't know anything about baseball, it became popular around the Civil War time. That's absolutely insane. But just a little history of baseball. Now, in this video, we're going to recap the weekend. Then we're going to give you the good hitter matchups, and we got a ton of them. The good pitcher strikeout matchups, the pitcher report, and then, like I mentioned, I'm going to give you my one best bet because that's all we had time for in this video, with the rest being in the pinned comments below. And then, of course, wrap it all up with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below like you guys have been doing. Let's just see if we can reach a lofty goal of 25,000 subscribers by the end of the week. We're getting our way there. I appreciate all the support. You guys are absolutely crushing it. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and join this awesome community. So let's get started. And that means we talk the recap. All right, here is the recap from the weekend. It was just not great. Luckily, Sunday we're just half unit bets, but Friday 2-2 day on the best bets. Those RBI props, which we started out hot, we went 0-3. I bet a couple players where their team scored like 0 or 1 run. I mean, it was just, they had no chances, no opportunities, and just didn't get it done. But just some notes for some of these because it's just too many to name here. But we hit the Suarez under hits allowed, Ranger Suarez, and then Logan Webb under earned runs. He gave up 3, but only 2 were earned. So we got that win. And then we lost Michael King as he absolutely dominated, and I mean dominated, the Dodgers after getting crushed before. That is baseball. It is so incredibly tough to predict. And then Jared Jones, the rookie, he just did not get it done. We had his over 6.5 Ks. I think he had 3. I mean, it was brutal. Couldn't finish anything off. Saturday, 1-3. One of the 3 losses was a half unit on a walks prop because walk props absolutely hate me. They just absolutely do. I just don't get it. But anyways, Feltner hits allowed. We lost that one on the hook, and then we won John Means out. That was an easy win, probably the easiest win of the weekend. And then that Milwaukee Brewers, they just lost the first 5 money line. That's why we lost that bet. They were up by 1 run, and Peralta in the 5th decided to give up a 2-run single to Lars Nootbaar, and we lost that one. So that one hurt. Sunday, there's a reason I do half units. It is freaking, I don't understand it, guys. Zach Wheeler got crushed by the Marlins. I just don't understand why Sunday baseball is so weird. Day baseball is crazy. So we went 0-2, but we only lost about a unit because they were both half units, like I said. Minnesota got 3 earned runs, which on a 3-run bomb against Alek Manoah, which we had Alek Manoah over 2.5 earned runs allowed. It did not matter because there were 3 unearned runs. There was errors before that. Some of you guys thought we won. So we won one that way and lost one that way over the weekend. But just a reminder, those bets that we do are earned runs. So that's a little different than unearned sometimes. So anyways, we were just up like 4 or 5 units, and just like that, baseball said, no, that's not happening. So now we're down 4.27 units. It's time to turn this around. If you can't tell already, baseball betting is very tough to predict. One day it looks like this. The other day it's the complete opposite. I'm ready to get back on track. I'm going to be selective this week. I want to get you guys some winners. So before we get into the one best bet we have, we got to talk a lot of research help, and that starts with the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 18 good hitter matchups. I know some of you guys like to tune into these videos just for the good hitter matchups, and boy, oh boy, do you have some choices. I am not going to give you every single one, but we got some good ones. Even just the bottom right, the least at bats down there on the bottom right, Castellanos 4 for 7, and 2 of the 4 hits are bombs. Other than that, we got some Brewers hitting Mitch Keller pretty well, as you can see with Willie Adames, Christian Yelich, and William Contreras as well. Devers, 2 of his 5 hits against Eflin have been bombs. Contreras, 2 of his 3 hits versus Keller have been bombs. And then other than that, we got 8 for 24 James McCann. How about that with 4 freaking bombs? That's right, against Brady Singer. So, anyways, those are the rest of the guys. Take a screenshot. I hope this helps you get an absolute ton of winners on Monday. And those are the good hitter matchups. Now, let's talk some arms. All right, surprisingly, we don't have a ton of high strikeout pitchers facing good teams. We only got one. It's Mr. Brady Singer against my Seattle Mariners. Mariners, the highest strikeout percentage versus righties this year at 29.1%. At least we are tops in something. Singer, 46 Ks in 45.2 innings. He's had 6 and 5 Ks in his only 2 road starts. That's right. This will only be his 3rd road start this year. So that's the only one we got for today. So that's Brady Singer versus the Mariners. Doesn't mean there's not other winners out there, but on these matchups, I just like to give you high strikeout pitchers versus high strikeout teams. So now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, these are the first 7 matchups of the day, and let's talk about Mr. Jose Barrios of the Blue Jays. We talked about it last start for him. Hopefully, it helped you get a winner, but we said he was due for some massive negative regression, and he sure had it. He's going up against Corbin Burns, quite the matchup. But Jose Barrios, like I said, I say it different every time. Average K guy, kind of below average, but he's just not going to be a 2.8 ERA guy this whole year. This will be a tough matchup, obviously, against the Orioles. And then Corbin Burns he's been pretty solid as well, and he has a much higher K rate. But I like the Orioles in that one. And then other than that, Matt Manning, nothing special there. As you can see, there's just not a ton of high strikeout, kind of average. But Imanaga versus Reynaldo Lopez, that is one of the games of the day. Imanaga has been absolutely unbelievable in his first season in the majors. 1.08 ERA, and his expected ERA is only 1.68 with about a 27% K rate. And oh, by the way, an elite 3.1% walk rate. It's just absolutely insane what he's doing. And Reynaldo Lopez, like we talked about, he's doing well as well. But he's due for some negative regression. You see in that 3.41 expected ERA, and a 10% walk rate is not exactly ideal, but still, he's been solid this year. And then we have a very bad pitch. Well, Chris Flexen, I make fun of him a lot, but he's been okay. Honestly, he has been okay this year. And then Mitch Keller, which we've talked about before. He's better pitching at home than he is on the road. He's got almost a 5 expected ERA, right around average K rate and things like that. So those are the first 7 matchups. Take a screenshot. This is your first time seeing it. We have all the averages on the bottom just so you know what to compare to. We just hope this is something that starts your day so you can kind of look at all matchups and then kind of dive in from there. So let's take a look at page 2 now. All right, these are the next 7 matchups for the day. We got some struggling pitchers on this one, that's for sure. But Spaghetti against Stripling, hasn't been pretty. Arrighetti Spaghetti's been decent since his first couple starts, but he's not a very good pitcher. If you want some runs, there is a chance that you will see some runs in that game. And then other than that, I mean, one of the best pitching matchups on this page is Brady Singer versus George Kirby. As you guys know about George Kirby, we talked about it before. A historic and elite walk rate for his entire career. How about 2.8% walk rate? If I bet an under walk rate on him, he will probably have 3, because that's just what walk props have done to me this year. But Singer started out hot, and he's still been pretty decent. I mean, 3.77 expected ERA, 25% K rate. So on and so on. But other than that, we got some kind of just so average pitchers like Gavin Stone. Jordan Hicks has been good this year. We've talked about him before. Average K rate, 3.16 expected ERA. So he's been pretty solid. So that's gonna be an interesting game there with the youngster Stone versus Jordan Hicks. But yeah, that's the last 7 matchups. Take a screenshot. Hopefully this helps you get some winners one way or the other. And now it's time for the one and only best bet. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description and go check it out. All right, like I mentioned in the intro, hopefully you didn't fast forward. We only had time for one best bet in this video. There will be more added, but my best bet right now, it's a hitter parlay. Let's get back on track with these. We got William Contreras And Ketel Marte, 1+ hit each at -112 on FanDuel. Let's talk about this. William Contreras, again, not Wilson, although Wilson's hurt anyways, but William Contreras is on the Brewers. He's been absolutely solid, been raking this year, hitting .342 on the season. He has 1+ hit in 13 of his last 14 games. And as you saw in the good hitter matchups, he is 3 for 10 with 2 long balls versus Mitch Keller. Oh, by the way, he's also hitting .352 off of righties compared to .292 lefties. Mitch Keller is a righty, and he's hitting .361 at home in Milwaukee, which is where this game is. So he's absolutely crushing at home. He's a monster. All signs point to him getting a hit for the 14th time in his last 15 games. And now, Mr. Ketel Marte, the ex-Mariner, he is 3 for 8 off of Ashcraft. Mr. Graham has given up 41 hits in 39.2 innings, so good matchup for him. Doesn't miss a ton of bats. He's a below-average strikeout pitcher. Marte also happens to be on a 13-game hitting streak. That's right, we are joining on a hitting streak. He is crushing the ball at home, hitting .346. He hits leadoff, which means he might get even a 5th at-bat. Hopefully we don't need it because of the great matchup. And a side note, just for you guys that like it, he has 1+ RBI in 5 of the last 7 games. Means nothing for my bet. Just some info I wanted to give you because I found that out. He's been doing really well, as you can tell. But give me Contreras and Ketel Marte to each get 1+ hit. We're tailing one guy who has a hit in 13 of 14 and another guy who has a 13-game hitting streak. What could go wrong? That's right, it's baseball. Anyways, I like these two. There's a lot of good hitter matchups to pick from today, as you saw that. But I really like these two. So this is my one best bet. And just as a reminder, the rest of the best bets will be in the pinned comments on X and on Discord. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. Now let's go check out that humongous bets recap. All right, there it is. I just mentioned it. Contreras and Marte, 1+ hit each at -112 on FanDuel, and added plays coming shortly. All right, it's another week. Let's get some winners in baseball. I know it can be tough. Just make sure we have that bankroll management. We'll get back on track. Again, a reminder, NBA Best Bets video is out now. If you haven't already, just tap that like button for all the work we're giving you. We appreciate all the support. I hope everyone has a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.